If we get 100% for those three guys, that would mean if Buckets comes off for a rest, then someone else has got to be added time. So, but that's what's going on with this chair. That's the theory behind it. Yeah, like a Zeeble, for instance. I'm having trouble with my chair, Groovy. No, she feels like I'm on a cabana. Is that what they're called? Cabanas in the...
It's even what they go to.
Oh, it's not good, is it? What's happening to this thing? Oh, you'd understand if it was monkey, but...
Yes, right. No, I feel like we're handicapping ourselves at the start of it with this year, these two. So, are we able to get a goal or a PC or one of our power or more explosive players to the 6-minute rotation?
A new season typically brings rule changes, and with it, adjustments for players and coaches. The AFL's substitute rule has been altered slightly for 2023, with teams now able to use the sub tactically whenever they see fit. This has implications for team selection, structures, and rotations. With North Melbourne's final pre-season match against the Western Bulldogs days away, Alistair Clarkson and his coaching staff have one last chance to trial a potential system ahead of round one.
Yeah, well, I think it's a conversation with them, and if we can get it sorted, it's a conversation with them this afternoon, is course management. Manage your time and assess your... And just because you need a spell, it's historically because we could just spin the wheels off the interchange. It's just like whenever you needed your spell, you ran to interchange. But back in the 70s, you didn't do that. If you needed a spell, that's why they call it the resting forward pocket. You resting rover, you go to the forward pocket to have a rest. So it's actually just changing the mindset of our players and actually get them to read their game. And this is our whole thing. It's just like where can you go where you can still make a contribution in the role that you can play for us. So Cunners, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, and as long as he gets his mind around it well, he might not need a spell, Cunnington. It's just like when I need to be going, I'm in there. When I don't need to be going, like of all our players, he's so dangerous down there that when he doesn't run, nor does his opponent stays back. So it gives us the depth straight away. They need to understand that they shouldn't be putting themselves at risk by trying to do something that they're not capable of doing.
You're right with that, Mark.
I'll walk it out.
Just don't stuff it up, mate.
I'll just be the big boys if it is.
The senior coach is already thinking ahead to how the Roos can refresh once the pre-season is behind them. But the hit out against a team that has played finals the last 4 seasons is the first priority. Improvement has been on display across the summer at Arden Street, but work to grow and develop clearly remains.
Big up, Blakey. Big up. Is it better or worse?
No.
It's getting worse.
No, like it, Arch? No good. Looks like SCG. The squads this week, we're going to play 22 and we're going to play two subs. Yeah, we get ourselves ready, full scale hit out. So we try to replicate the things this week as much as we possibly can to round one. Rotations, the amount of players that are playing the game, positional strategy, all that sort of stuff. We try to replicate as close as we possibly can. We're looking at on Monday doing a pre-season circuit breaker, getting out of here. We'll do some recovery somewhere. We may go to either Skinny Viney's farm because it's got more toilets than my joint, or my farm on Monday, For most of us, it'll be an overnighter. For some of the older guys that have got kids and schools and all that sort of stuff, it might be just come down for the day and then shoot off that night. I'll set 5 blokes. You, Squiz, you KT, you Marnes, you 40, and Billy Goat. You 5 guys. I want a litmus test on Monday night. Okay, but if it's too hard, we do it another time. Right. So you need to just.
What test?
Litmus test. Temperature check. Litmus test. Don't know what that is. The idea of it is come Saturday afternoon, pre-season's done, boys. Hallelujah. And then we want to reset. It's a different ball game now. Okay.
Challenges keep coming for the Kangas. 4 quarters and 14 days away from round 1, the 24 players taking to Icon Park have one last opportunity to cement their place in the team to take on the Eagles at Marvel. A September fixture under Luke Beveridge, it's very much the same old Dogs in 2023, with a few new tricks. The Suns of the West enter this season with one of the competition's most formidable forward lines, and plenty of familiar faces. The Kangaroos, meanwhile, welcome back 3 Sid Barker medalists in Ben Cunnington, Todd Goldstein and Jai Simpkin. It marks the first time Simpkin will lead the players down the race alongside new co-captain Luke McDonald. Five games away from becoming North's 6th 300 gamer, Goldstein has always kept it relaxed, pre-season or not.
Don't be nervous. I'm not going to snitch. We've got nothing to 5 past.
How long do you feel alright, Todd? That's the main thing.
It's nice that you care. If you need me, I'll just be hanging out.
I know you will be.
I'll get you a drink bottle for you if you want. You tell me when. I'll get the masseuses ready for you.
You've probably got a sofa chair or like a recliner on the bench.
Do some palm fronds just to really cool you down. Feeling good? Ready to go?
Actually, I didn't realise. Yeah. I don't know. Is that a post?
Well, saying they're all back, or
Yeah, but like what we're...
when? Okay. Stiff a few times too, though. Yeah, stiff there too.
Oh no. I swear you pop me about getting mic'd up. You always pop me when I get mic'd up. And now...
That's because you can't talk.
You might up. Yeah, you never see pop me.
Oh, that's not you, Goldie.
Kills me.
That is not you.
It kills me.
How do they convince you to
I'm a
do
good bloke. We got to put it underneath. It's the only way Cunners will talk to me in the next half an hour.
Does he know?
Nah, he has no idea.
Fine, he's been talking up.
Yeah.
That's exclusive vision.
Settle down. No one will come near me now. They really just put you in. You just put her in a shocking spot. Surely you could have looked after Mum a bit nicer.
I did want to stay up.
Why? This is lovely.
Smile, Janet. You're on TV.
Where's particularly on like a kick-in, if we're on the line, we often don't get back out to outside 50. So it goes your side, we can slide, you're there for it. So that's why it doesn't hurt to get in the habit of just looking around.
Yeah. You know there's other blokes about you rucking around.
Yeah.
People under 6 foot.
Oh, you are?
Under 6 foot. What are you? 6 foot. You are not. I am so. 184 and a half.
With shoes on though?
No shoes. That's 5'11" and 3/4. I am not.
This is what we're trying to do, boys, over a period of time. is master all of this stuff. So setting the field up, stoppages, this rotations and timing is all about us becoming the most organised and disciplined side in the competition. Okay, now we're not there yet, but if we do get that to be really, really good, it'll help us do this. This positive mindset, just understand there's going to be plenty of mistakes made. Just get on with what we do, because the real pleasing part of it last week is that we just kept on going back to this. Just keep going back to our game plan. It'll hold us in really good stead, each and every one of you, right? So don't worry about the blues that are made, because they're going to happen. You got 18 blokes on the field for the opposition that are trying to pull you apart, right? Don't let them pull you apart because you contribute it, because your mindset's not strong enough to cope with errors that are just going to happen. It is a tough game. Understand, you've got to understand, it is the toughest game in the world to play. Not enough in the world know that. But you guys are playing the toughest game in the world. I expect the mistakes are going to happen. We don't want to accept them necessarily. We want to keep having high standards, but just move on and get on to the next one. Okay? Righto, let's go.
It's been a summer of sweeping change at Arden Street. The Kangaroos embark on a new era. There is a new CEO, there's a couple of new co-captains, there's 10 new faces, and of course there's a new coach as well.
And obviously looking forward to seeing this man's impact on the North Melbourne Football Club. His old club, he played there, and obviously one of the most decorated coaches in the history of our great game.
It's great to see him back. Spoken to a few players. They're happy to have someone of his seniority, but he's certainly there to provide some stability within the club.
Hello, Clarko.
You got me, Skinny?
Yep, gotcha.
Won the toss, good start.
Yep, it's always a good start.
Right, well, let's go. Yeah. Should our wings get a little bit defensive, more defensive side here, rather than run the angle?
I think Pup did it pretty well, mate, then.
Good, yeah, good go. Just make a note of that, please. Can we make a note of that?
Yep. Yeah, the Elmac kicks.
The Elmac kick was really dangerous. Pal, the one we come into you, it's not terrible, but we came to you and then you go to Cunners back on the inside again.
Oh, they kicked it. Yeah. Just keep going that way.
Yeah.
Goda came in lateral. Pup ran more of a 45 and got to the position.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, centre bouncers, you're starting right on the halfway line and then you're running that way. I'd rather you start here and get into that spot there. Point your pistols. Because you're running this way, you can't really see him. I want you to be able to come here and see what he does. But then get yourself in that point your pistols. If it looks like they're coming out, you press. But just like Pup got that handball receive there before, because he's in a really good position there. When we get it, he can be used. Okay? Stay over the footy. He's trying to do something with the ball before he gets it. Good boy, Matt.
Shields, you got me? Mate, you've done some fantastic stuff on that outer side, just getting a fingernail in, and even that important run here at that centre bounce to get back on our defensive 45. Yeah, give it some height, mate, and then you've done your role and away we go and press through. You've started really well, mate. Keep it going.
Just the gap's too big.
Yeah.
Throws it on the boot, gets it inside 50. Oh, Serhard Curtis. They get the goal anyway.
Hey, Lewis.
I'll tell Gary. Get out to the boys down and say great contact. The boys are on the deck.
Yeah.
That's broke his eyes to the footy.
Boys, we've just been a little bit fumbly at ground level. I reckon 6 times we've had balls there, and we're trying to do something with the footy before we get it. Let's just relax and just get the footy first, and then do something with it. Hey, Bon, you weren't behind. You're in front at the time, but the ball gets kicked, and then you go looking for the player, and get there and try and either mark it if you can, chest there. If not, if you can impact, you play the game, mate. Don't want you to just have a reaction to the man. You lose that contest because you're reacting to him rather than go and get the ball yourself, okay? As long as you can impact. Our endeavour's good. But see how they slow the game down on these plays and they come to the inside here? This is what we're not doing well. And they're controlling the game because of this. What are you saying?
Oh, we fall back into it there. Run forward. That first 3 steps of the contest.
Yeah.
They were getting out, we weren't.
Yeah. All good. Span? So what's going on with the game, do you reckon, Rats? Because we're not in control of the game. We're still scoring and hanging in there, but it's scoring at sort of 2 goals to them, 1 to us.
Well, most of the game has been really their cleanness versus ours, and their ability then to share the ball, and we've got to chase them.
Yeah.
That's the difference between the two teams.
Yeah.
Clarko, I think the other point though is to Joffa's playing on.
So are we not coming up?
No, we came up, we did everything right, but when Joffa go, it's too quick.
Yeah, it doesn't allow them to reset.
It doesn't. No, we got no chance.
Yeah. Geez, we just can't make the most of our chances when that should have been a goal.
It should. I think when you look back, mate, we'll have a bit of this because inside 50s are about the same.
The Roos are overrun in the middle stages, going down by 58 points. The group have much to ponder prior to round 1. The coach makes it clear the path to improvement is a whole of club effort. But having seen his team tested over the past fortnight against teams who've been recent grand finalists, the experienced mentor emphasises it's all part of the journey.
Pleasantly, boys, is this. We won the fourth quarter. We challenged ourselves and said, let's try and get something out of this game. And we won quarter 4. We could have so easily just said, just too hard, turn the toes up. Huge learning game for both you guys, but don't think it's just like we're not learning all the time as well. For instance, we're doing a drill on the oval. I'm glad Blakey Drew's not here. He would have said that's oval, okay? I don't want you to feel like at any stage it's just like this is all on you guys. This is us together. So these requests came from us. It's just like, let's play Richmond, who want to be top 4, playing one brand of footy. Let's play the Western Bulldogs, who want to be top 4, playing another brand of footy. And we did pretty well last week against that brand. We didn't do so well today, right? So don't want us to get down in the dumps. It's just like, we've got some work to do. Did we know that? Yeah, so let's just roll the sleeves up and get back to work. But stay positive with one another, and let's just keep working on our craft. It's going to take more than just 8 weeks, 10 weeks to master it. I reckon we're right on the right track with it, even despite today's result. We've just got to keep working on our craft and keep positive with one another and stick together through good times and bad. All right? But we're done.
104 days after it commenced, pre-season 2023 is in the books. Attention turns now to the beginning of the club's 99th season at the highest level.